Good evening, fuck nigga.
Song of the week is Drink More Water by, I can't believe that just happened. This guy, Mick Jenkins, yeah. This right here is my Machine MK3. She's kind of dusty now, but this was my baby for a good portion of time. For my senior project in school, I did it on, beat production. And not too long after I graduated, I got this from a family friend, and I fell in love with it, and I fell in love with the process of music making. Not only was I in love with the process of music making, I was in love with the idea of success, and I was ready to do whatever it took to get there. So much so to the point that if I felt something didn't serve me in that exact moment, I wouldn't do it or give it energy. And if there was something that I felt would slow me down as far as making the strides and improving into being what I wanted to be, then I would disengage from it. And it got to the point where I would go hours and sometimes even the whole day without drinking water, because I thought that if I drank water, then I'd have to pee, and if I'm peeing, I'm not making music. Looking back on it, and I mean, even in the moment, I knew pretty dumbass idea, but there really wasn't much of convincing me otherwise, because I was getting better at something that I really cared about. And later on in life, my goals changed. As you can see, this is pretty dusty. I'm gonna get back into making music soon though, because I still do have the heart for it deep down. My goal shifted from being the best music producer ever to just being the best man that I could possibly be. And newsflash, in case you didn't know, sleeping and drinking water and eating a healthy diet, those are all parts of that shit. Now, will I say I do all those things very well on a day-to-day basis? Not really, but I mean, I try to. But there was a recent time where I didn't do those things well, and it caught up to me, and that's where the second part of this video kicks in. I have a few lady friends, and they're in the world of, they're strippers. Who am I being politically correct for? I got stripper friends. They work at the same club. And I thought, I'm gonna go visit some of these said stripper friends because I like support my friends' aspirations and shit. So it's a Saturday night. I got the night off. I got some pocket change. Finna go get my foreheads worked on. But things get a little more complicated from there, because I've recently had a goal of seeing my abs again, because I had like the dirtiest of dirty bulks ever, and my body reflects that. And because of that, recently I've been incorporating more cardio into my day-to-day, just because I need to burn those calories. And after going on a run that day, I didn't hydrate as well as I should have, and that came back to bite me really badly. So that night I get to the club, I see old girl, we're chopping it up. She introduces me to her lovely co-workers, and then after a while she's like, hey, do you want to lap dance? And I'm like, I mean, sure, I guess. So we go to the back, to the more secluded area for people in their more intimate sessions, and then she starts doing her thing, and respectfully, she's very good at her job. Now she's on me going crazy, I'm sitting there, I'm having a great time, and then my leg starts to tighten up, and then before I knew it, I was catching a Charlie horse in the middle of a lap dance in a strip club. Some of you may be asking, oh, like, how bad was it? Like, were you able to just play it off kind of smooth and, act like nothing happened? But if you're asking that, that tells me you haven't really had a Charlie horse before. Some shits are terrible. So no, I didn't just play it cool and carry on with the lap dance. It was more so along the lines, fuck, get off, fuck! As I start screaming in agony, old girl, hops off of me and is like freaking out, like, oh my god, like what's happening to you? And the rest of the dancers and the other dudes paying for services and the security guards are looking over like, damn, this nigga's nutting on himself. At this point, there's no real way to maintain my pride while also communicating to people that know I'm not nutting, and like I'm just like, this is just a cramp. So what am I supposed to do? Like, argue with everybody there and like stand up and be like, no, look, my pants are dry, I didn't bust. So long story short, my irrational fear of drinking water, because I think it would hold me back, has now turned into a fear of going to the strip club, because I'm afraid I'm gonna be recognized as the nigga who nuts on himself in there. And now a lot of you may be thinking, hey man, you might just be overthinking it. No one really, thinks that of you. But I can't take the risk of going back and having one of the security guards or one of the dancers recognizing me and be like, oh, hey Buster, that would be the end of me. But now that I've embarrassed myself enough, I'm gonna leave y'all with the message of just taking care of yourself. At the end of the day, you will not see success in the outside world unless you are successful in here. Your days can only be so productive if you're always running on 4 to 5 hours of sleep. Those addictions and vices that you've been running away from for so long will always have a chokehold on you if you don't work on your mind. You'll never get to fully enjoy the fruits of your labor without some water to wash it down. Clock it. That's all for this one though. Like, comment, subscribe. Love you guys. Bye.